Hello, Chris. Thanks for joining me today. It's been a while since we've connected here in the virtual coffee shop. How have you been?
Thanks, Diana. I've been great, actually. Over the weekend, I became a grandfather for the first time, and there's all sorts of neat things going on at work as well.
Oh my gosh. So do they, oh, well, you don't know yet because they're a little baby, but are you going to be called grandpa or are you going to call yourself something different?
That's a great question. Over the weekend, there was lots of questions about what do you want to be called, and I guess my grandson will decide.
Okay, yeah. So my in-laws wanted to be called Pops. He was like, I don't like grandpa, I like Pops. So now
Right.
they all call him Pops.
Yeah, my father's
So
got Pops already claimed, so I'm going to have to find another.
so you have a little time. You have a little time. Anyway, that's amazing.
Right.
Congrats on the birth of your grandbaby. What an exciting time. Are you getting time um, to enjoy them?
That's a great question. It's funny. Work-life balance was really a major component when I decided to make a career change, and really was what attracted me to Bear River, and it was great. I was able to spend the entire weekend, in addition to the end of last week, with my son and his fiance, as well as my grandson, and it was really amazing. The team kind of stepped up, made sure I was interrupted, so I was really able to focus on that, which was the most important piece, right? Swati team really embraced work-life balance, and it's refreshing. It's a change for me.
Wow, that's neat when you can actually see it in action. Awesome. You also mentioned exciting things happening at work. So I know there's a new offering about to be announced. So do you want to share more with us about that?
Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah. And so one of our core values is impact. We connect deeply with our clients to understand their needs, their pain points, and take their requests. And we really do a deep dive to make sure that we fully understand what their needs are.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the common recurring themes has always been training, both for new employees, for new accounts, and existing employees in the mailrooms. And, coming from the outsourcing industry, I always found that to be a gap as well. Our clients really focus on their core business, and training and development for frontline office workers is typically not something that they're going to focus on. And so there's a bit of a gap in training and development for office service type work in most industries. If you think about a law firm, unless you're going to get your JD, you're typically going to have a certain level that you can only get to within a law firm. Same idea in financials, right? If you get your Series 7 and you start selling equities, other than that, you're somewhat limited on where you can go in that industry.
Mm-hmm.
So we've listened, and today we now have a best-in-class training platform ready to meet their needs.
How is that different than like the training you give when you're onboarding and or the customer support you give kind of on a regular basis? Can you kind of explain that to me?
Absolutely. So one of the things our clients struggle with is turnover. In frontline industries, a lot of times having turnover then creates a burden on supervisors, peers, and management to get folks up to speed. And so whether it be technology, soft skills, or what have you, they're reliant on their peers and supervisors, which then takes them away from doing things that they can focus on. By having an online learning system, we're now able to help support them so that they can focus on kind of their core mission.
Okay, that makes sense. So tell me about what it's going to be like.
And so our training is very fun and easy to use. It's app-based as well as web-based, and so folks can use it from wherever they're most comfortable. We're actually going to be also changing focus to making it gamified once it's launched as well.
That sounds good. So this way they don't have to rely on their existing teams to train them, and they can do it on demand. So I guess that makes sense because like if I was a manager and I kind of followed along with the onboarding, but didn't really care until I actually had to do kind of a presentation to my boss, that's when I really care, right? So you're saying they'll have on-demand training. Will it be in your product as well? Did you mention that?
Exactly. Yes. And so folks will be able to go back and retrain on specific areas kind of on the fly, if they need to either, remember what they had forgotten from the initial implementation. They can also go through progressions within sections of the learning curriculum. And with that, they'll then be able to go back and make sure that they've got all of their tasks covered without having to rely on a manager or supervisor to retrain them.
No, that's good. Can you show us a preview?
I'd love to. Right now, we'll have to reconnect after the branding is completed. We're just putting some finishing touches on it before launch.
All right, understood.
But going back to kind of our core values with impact, we really want to connect with the community and serve at a higher level, giving back with the free training and development. This app's going to have certification opportunities for career development for the frontline teams that use our applications.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was saying earlier, the mailroom staff development is typically not the core focus of our clients in the various industries. And so, being able to get certifications in this industry is a big thing for those frontline folks. And so we're really looking forward to giving back.
That's really neat. Yeah, it makes me, I don't know your industry as well as you do, but yeah, I guess it's like operations, which is kind of my core area. It's like, you only notice them when they do something wrong.
Exactly.
You never really get any praise because your job is to be seamless and
Right.
to not, and so I guess it's probably the same in the mailroom, right? It's just like, as long as you get my mail to me, I'm not going to thank you, but if you don't, so yeah, that makes sense to me. Well, I like the way you tied it back to your core values, impact in this case. When I hear a company actually putting into action what they say in their value statements or in other areas, it's very it's incredibly rare. I'll be honest with you. You hear about all kinds of values that are going out there based on cultural norms, and you don't often see the action behind it. So I really appreciate you guys are doing that. That's very cool. Is there anything else you want to share before we head off to work?
Well, why don't we connect after the launch, and this way I can show you how it works.
Yeah, I'd love that. So yeah, maybe we can do a bit on screen and see how it goes. If anyone has any questions, how can they reach out to you?
Absolutely. You can reach out to me and or through our team on our website. And so looking forward to hearing from everybody.
Great. Well, I'll see you after lunch and have a great day, Chris.
Great. Thank you. You as well, Diana.
Take care.